Welcome to Idioms and Phrasal Verbs, and if you know all of these, your English is excellent. Let's dive in. Rack up debts. To rack up debts means to accumulate or gather a large amount of something, usually debts or losses, over time. Rack up debts. Emily's boyfriend racked up debts in her name without her knowledge. Next up, brush off. To brush off means to dismiss someone or something in a casual or unimportant way. Brush off. Matt brushed off Emily's concerns about their finances, telling her not to worry. Next up, storm out. Storm out means to leave a place angrily and abruptly. After finding out about Matt's infidelity, Emily stormed out of the restaurant. Dig oneself into a hole. To dig oneself into a hole means to get into a difficult or problematic situation, especially by one's own actions. Emily dug herself into a financial hole by constantly lending money to Matt. Show up. To arrive at a place, often unexpectedly or without prior notice. Show up. Matt showed up at Emily's door, asking for another chance. Take on. Take on extra work. To take on means to accept additional tasks or responsibilities, often to improve one's situation. Emily took on extra freelance work to pay off her debts. Hold back. Hold back feelings. To hold back means to restrain oneself from showing emotions or reactions. Emily tried to hold back her tears as her car was repossessed. Hold back. Move on. To move on from a relationship. So move on means to begin to forget someone or something and to continue with one's life. Emily struggled but eventually moved on from Matt. Move on. Hit it off. Hit it off means to get along well with someone from the first meeting. Emily and Alex hit it off instantly at the networking event. Please comment and tell us which ones of these phrases and phrasal verbs do you already know? Next up, sort something out. To sort something out means to find a solution or organize things to deal with a problem. Emily worked with a financial advisor to sort out her debts. Throw oneself into something. To throw oneself into something means to commit oneself enthusiastically to an activity or task. Throw oneself into something. Emily threw herself into her work, focusing on her career after the breakup. Slam the door in someone's face. To slam the door in someone's face means to reject someone forcefully or abruptly, often by literally closing a door on them. Emily slammed the door in Matt's face when he tried to reconcile. Have you ever slammed the door in someone's face? Please share. Take off. To take off is for a plane to leave the ground and start flying. Take off. Emily watched the plane take off, feeling hopeful about her new start in Paris. Take off. Take over. What does take over mean? Take over means to assume control or responsibility for something. Emily had to take over her finances after Matt's deceit came to light. So Emily had to assume control. Emily had to assume responsibility. Emily had to take over her finances. On the verge of something. On the verge of something means very close to experiencing something. Emily was on the verge of financial collapse due to Matt's debts. On the verge of something can also be used in a positive way. The company is on the verge of success, on the verge of a breakthrough. See through someone's lies. What does it mean to see through someone's lies? To see through someone's lies means to understand the truth about someone's deception. Emily eventually saw through Matt's lies and realized his betrayal. See through. Red flags. What are red flags? Red flags are warning signs or indicators that something is wrong or problematic. Red flags. The late night outings were red flags that Emily initially ignored. Red flags. Rock bottom. What does rock bottom mean? Rock bottom means the lowest possible point, often referring to a very difficult or hopeless situation. Rock bottom. Losing her car and financial stability made Emily feel like she had hit rock bottom. Throw caution to the wind. To throw caution to the wind means to act recklessly or without regard for potential risks. Emily threw caution to the wind when she decided to lend Matt more money despite her doubts. Throw caution to the wind. Light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel means a sign of improvement or hope in a difficult situation. After working hard to pay off her debts, Emily began to see light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel. At the end of the day. At the end of the day means ultimately. It means when everything is taken into consideration. At the end of the day. At the end of the day, Emily realized she had to look out for herself. At the end of the day. Take things slow. Take things slow means to progress at a gradual, careful pace, especially in relationships. Take things slow. Emily and Alex decided to take things slow to build a strong foundation. Get back on track. Get back on track means to return to the correct or desired path, especially after a setback. Get back on track. With careful planning, Emily managed to get her finances back on track. Put one's life back together. To put one's life back together means to restore stability and normalcy after a major disruption or crisis. Put one's life back together. After everything fell apart, Emily worked hard to put her life back together. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please do like and subscribe. I'm Nas, native English speaker and CELTA certified. Thank you for joining us. Ciao.